On a scarred and desolate battlefield, where the ghosts of forgotten armies lingered in the dust, two lone figures stood as the last line of defense. Kaito and Ryu stood back to back, their ragged breaths misting in the chilling air, their eyes fixed on the heavens above. A violent, unnatural darkness began to consume the sky, tearing reality asunder as a swirling, chaotic portal ripped open. It pulsed with an unholy energy, a malevolent gateway that promised only doom, casting long, dancing shadows that twisted the war-torn landscape into a nightmare. The ground itself seemed to tremble in fear, anticipating the horror that was about to be unleashed upon their world. From the abyssal depths of the portal, a figure descended, his presence alone enough to silence the wind and drain the color from the earth. The demonic entity, Malachor, had arrived. His immense, oppressive power radiated outwards in waves, warping the very fabric of the space around him. Rocks and debris levitated and disintegrated into dust under the sheer weight of his aura. Without hesitation, Ryu thrust his palms forward, gathering the last of his fighting spirit into a concentrated blast of pure energy. The brilliant azure beam shot across the battlefield like a comet, a desperate test of the enemy's strength. Malachor, however, didn't even flinch. He raised a single clawed hand and casually deflected the attack, sending the powerful blast careening into a distant mountain, which erupted in a shower of rock and flame. A silent, grim understanding passed between Kaito and Ryu. Words were unnecessary. Their years of fighting side by side had forged a bond deeper than any language. With a shared nod, they launched their coordinated assault. Kaito moved first, weaving intricate hand signs as flames erupted around him, coalescing into the magnificent form of a roaring fire dragon. The celestial beast soared towards Malachor, its purpose not to wound, but to distract. As the demon turned his attention to the fiery spectacle, his gaze momentarily diverted. Kaito's gambit created the one and only opening they would get. Seizing the precious second, Ryu planted his feet, his body erupting in a blinding golden light as he channeled every last ounce of his life force and energy into a single, devastating attack. A massive, world-shattering beam of power roared from his hands, aimed directly at the demon's heart. The two attacks converged on Malachor, the fire dragon and the energy beam engulfing the demon in a blinding, cataclysmic explosion that shook the continent to its foundations. The light was so intense it bleached the sky white, and the ensuing shockwave vaporized everything in its path. For a moment, there was only a deafening silence and a cloud of swirling dust and energy. As the haze slowly began to settle, a silhouette became visible within the crater. Kaito and Ryu watched, panting and exhausted, as the smoke cleared to reveal Malachor, standing completely unharmed and without a single scratch upon him. A low chuckle escaped his lips, which slowly spread into a wide, sinister grin. He had allowed them their moment of hope. Now, as a truly terrifying power began to emanate from him, he was preparing to unleash his true, unbridled might.